fight to hold on to what's dear, those things that make us feel comfortable, those things that make us feel whole. But the more you try to hold on to the familiar, the more you try to hold on to what's there. From day to day, things change. You know, people move on, folks part ways, things shift, attitudes change. And then you kind of look back and you realize that even if change is a constant, nothing was the same. Poetic, right? I don't know. It's just different, man. It's just different. It's just crazy how, one day can be so different from the next, But it has to happen, Change is constant. You have to adapt. You have to grow. What's going on, Marty? Appreciate you for being here. Awesome live stream last night. I appreciate you folks for being here. We talked about a whole lot, But I was just thinking about different things, and it's just wild. It's just crazy how one day could be so different from the next, One moment, one situation, you know what I mean? Yeah, appreciate you for being there, Marky. You had a lot of, great things and whatnot, I appreciate anybody that comes through to this live stream. I don't know how long I'll be on here, but, I could give you the proverbial 20 minutes. Like I said, I just see so many things out there, just generations and time changing and, stuff that used to be one way, but it's different. Society, the things that it goes to, what's acceptable and what's not acceptable from 1 minute to the next and 1 year to the next, one generation to the next, You just look back and say, nothing was the same. Nothing was the same, It's just different, You could be in a situation where things seem so familiar, where you understand stuff, and then something happens and, it challenges everything you believe. It challenges everything that you could hope for, that you think, And I'm being very philosophical on purpose, not going into anything in detail on purpose, just vague and in general, because, sometimes you need to be. But even though I'm being general and vague and cutting around the corners and beating around the bush, folks probably know what I'm talking about. We all are human beings. We all experience things. So, it's not hard to read in between the lines. It's not hard to figure out what's what. As I pour me some lemonade, some country time lemonade, a little too sweet. But yeah, I guess this life is about adapting. Just learning to roll with the punches and whatnot. See things for what they are. Oh my God. That was nasty. That was nasty. But anyway, I won't do that again. My mother always tell me about drinking stuff that don't belong to you. But that's what that is. Anyway, I don't know. It's just wild. It's just wild, man. It's just wild. Like I said, how things are so different, how things are so fast. I mean, and you just have to be willing to let go of the past. You just have to be willing to move on. A lot of times from different situations, from different people, circumstances and whatnot. Because, things could be said or, people could fall out. And then you realize, like I said, nothing was the same. Nothing is what you thought it was, And you just find yourself in unfamiliar territory, I feel you're struggling in your soul, and as an old soul, please stay true to yourself. Yeah, I'll definitely stay true to myself, or at least, push it as much as possible. What's going on, Pink Kisses? Hopefully all is well with you, Hopefully everything is all right, I feel you more than you know. And, yeah, dark matter. I think you know. It's crazy sometimes, man. It's crazy sometimes. You just look up and you be like, what the hell has happened, man? What the hell is going on? And it's wild. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm just going to be honest with you, I wasn't ready for 2018, Yeah, Crimson Fantasy. But I just wasn't ready for 2018. I'm not even gonna play a game with you. 2018 has just been so different than 2017. You know, it's been so different. Yeah, yeah, Doc, I appreciate it. You have a great day as well. Yeah, but I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just one moment to the next. You never know. In what sense? Because of fantasy, it's just the unexpected, how things can come. Like, so much has happened in this year. I mean, if you want to talk about weather changes, if you want to talk about, I guess, me personally, different falling outs with people and whatnot, or just the YouTube situation, or, gun violence, economic strife, just violence in general, the state of the world, just so much volatility, so much under the surface stuff that's boiling, so many ways, you're just trying to deal with things and whatnot. It's just a lot of negativity out in the world, yeah, the world isn't happy. It's just, I woke up in 2018 and nothing was the same. It's just, wow, 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 wow. But yeah, you just still try to stay true to yourself. You still try to, not succumb to the negativity, succumb to whatever's going on. Yes, Margie, it's wild. It's wild. Sometimes you just wake up in a world that's just unfamiliar. Saying it's like, where am I coming through? It's like almost like, if I don't know if anybody's seen Captain America. It's like, a man out of time. That's what they called him, a man out of time, a man, like a fish out of water or something like that. Sometimes you wake up and you're looking around and you say, well, what world am I in now? What existence, what society am I in now? Not to say that I'm not a part of it, or I'm not, I'm perfect, anybody. Yeah, I agree with you, Pink Kisses. The world needs to change for better. But, what does the world, what does the world consider better? What is better to the world? What does that mean? So it's just, everybody has their different version, the definition of what it means to have a better world. And, sometimes it's folks just being able to do what they want to do, and yeah, I know about the autocorrect, but, I look at, is it the right thing? Are folks into the right thing? In the world, we have a lack of love, a lack of peace, a lack of decency, a lack of concern for our fellow man, and it's only getting worse. Like I said, this is not the depressing live stream, but, there's a lot of angry people out there. There's a lot of broken people out there, and I get that. Nobody's telling the folks they can't be angry, they can't be broken, they can't be bitter, they can't be hurtful, hateful, whatever. But the question is, what are you doing about it? And it's wild. It's wild. It's really wild. It's really wild. Like I said, it just, sometimes you wake up and some things just seem so unfamiliar. You see a generation of kids growing up, on smartphones and tablets, and not really understanding and being able how to communicate with each other in a regular, normal way. And you wonder what type of world that we're walking into. When people used to talk and work out differences, and now, those things don't happen the way that they should. Sometimes people will be willing to have a social media campaign against you, or a hate thing going on against you, or, a bash or trolling. People will troll you quicker than they'll talk to you. It's crazy. It's definitely crazy. Somebody went like, about sometimes not to be ignorant, but I had to turn the news off and pray and ask why. Yeah, I agree with you, Margie. I mean, sometimes you got to turn off the news and pray and ask why. Sometimes we already know the answer. Sometimes we really do know the answer when you look out into the world. People have embraced, their lust, their emotions, their vices. People have made that more important. People have made what they want more important than what they need to do. What is right. Those are things that are just clear. Some folks don't care about, doing the right thing. They care about doing what's right for them, or what they want right now, and it changes the world. It turns it into a place that's unfamiliar, or maybe familiar to chaos, or, strife and negativity, and people embrace this and they take it on. my thing is, which makes me wonder is, and it's funny to me actually, is when people do the negativity and they say, say the things that they say, and or whatever the case, or take on things in their heart, and then they wonder why. Sometimes the people causing the most damage are the ones that turn around and ask, why is this happening? And not looking at themselves in the mirror, and just reflecting, modestly self-effacing. A lot of times in society we don't do that until things go to hell, and people are hurt, and just relationships are broken, and bridges are burned, and cities are crumbled, and then societies are broken, and then we ask, why, God, why? That's funny. That's funny. Don't mind me, folks. I'm just postulating, or just, I don't know, just thinking. An older man was assaulted near where my mom lives yesterday. People were going crazy by the day in the broad daylight. Yes, pink kisses, I agree. Once upon a time, that would never happen. Oh yes, that hurts the most. I feel so bad for the future generation in our country. Yeah, when it comes to the future, I mean, there's hope. Don't get me wrong, there's hope, but then there's also devastation. There's a war going outside, that's more spiritual than anything, I mean, you may not be able to see it physically, but then again, if you look beneath the surface, you can see it as well. I think we all have a war, we all have a struggle within ourselves, just to, fight between the dark and the light, which one will win from moment to moment, from day to day. Yeah, respect is lost in a lot of ways. Decency is lost in a lot of ways. There's still some people that are being taught, though. There's still hope. There's still people within the generation, I mean, there's still people still fighting for decency, but it's becoming more and more of a thing where, it's easy for people just to disregard, what's right, what's decent, what's respectful, what's honorable. It's easy to just say, you know what, let's go based off emotions, lusts, desires, just, walk into the vices. Let's play in the dark, and pretend in the light, It's becoming easier to do stuff like that nowadays. Like I said, you don't have to take my word for it. You don't even have to pay attention to the live stream. You can just go out in the world and look for yourself and see all the stuff that's going on. You look and say, wow, I thought it was a society where people cared. I thought it was a society where people had love, but nothing was the same. And that's not to say that there's no hope. There is hope. There's hope in what you believe in, how you believe, where you choose to, put your principles, or what you choose to believe in. And I say a lot of times people, worship things and people, more than God, more than righteousness, more than truth, more than love, more than honor, yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good. Thank you, Green Bay Wacky. I appreciate you for coming through. I didn't know you were here, but thank you for being in the chat, just listening. I'm just talking. These are thoughts on my mind. This is more philosophical anyway. I appreciate you for listening. Hopefully, I said something in the chat that's worthwhile. Yeah, Green Bay Wacky, he does great lives. Just got here. It's not lurking. Okay, no, it's all good, Green Bay. I mean, I probably said most of my profound stuff in the beginning of this live stream anyway, so it is what it is. I'm not gonna be on here too long. My famous words is just 20 minutes. I'm probably gonna just be around 20 minutes, but I appreciate the folks for giving a thumbs up. I appreciate folks for just stopping by and showing that support. But like I said, this is just my reflections. This is just something that I do from time to time. Some of this stuff I would just write down in a poem. As I said, 20 minutes, and I just did 2 hours. I know the struggle. I said just 20 minutes. I was trying to say just 20 minutes last night, and I did like over an hour. So, sometimes that's what happens. The people push you to, do these live streams, and that energy is right, and then you see people in the chat, and you say, you know what, I might as well go for the gusto. I might as well push towards the goal. I might as well go to the end of this thing and do what it is. Green Bay, I agree with Margie, keep going, man. Keep going, Green Bay. I tell anybody that out there that's trying to do anything positive, anything uplifting, anything upbuilding, keep going, keep pressing on, keep pushing. because we need that in the world right now. There's a lot of negativity in the world. There's a lot of strife. There's a lot of gossip. There's a lot of hatefulness. There's a lot of jealous and vengeful people out there, spiteful people. Sometimes in your own family, sometimes some of your friends or people you thought were friends. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, and this is not to take shots at anybody, because I know people personally. I don't want anybody coming to me, calling me up, saying, Mel, you're talking about me specifically. I'm speaking in general, but, specifically people know who they are. And I'm not taking any sides in any particular situation. I'm just speaking in general. Like I said, no innuendos or anything like that. But like I said, I'm saying this to anybody out there. If you're doing something positive, you're doing something upbuilding, if you're inclusive, if you're trying to, help people in any way, just bring a smile to people's face. Keep doing what you're doing. And I encourage you, Green Bay Wacky, to keep doing what you do, man. Keep doing what you do. Also, be wary. And I say to you, Green Bay Wacky, just be careful out there, because you got a big heart, Green Bay Wacky. And there's people that are trying to take advantage of that. So just be smart, Just be smart out there, because there's people that are trying to take advantage of the fact that you care, about them, and try to, misuse you and abuse you. It's like they said, it's written, bless those that curse us, and pray for those that despitefully, use you, so it is what it is with that, but for the most part, it's all love. It's all love. Wise beyond my years. Well, I've been given a lot of wisdom. I'm not as wise as I would like to be, Green Bay Wacky, but like I said, just be careful out there, man. Saying, like I said, there's a lot of haters out there. A lot of haters out there. A lot of wolves in sheep's clothing. Yes. Yeah. No. Okay. Green Bay, I see you. Like I said, I'll catch up with you. I'll catch up with anybody out there looking for me. Green Bay, he's an old soul. Yeah. Green Bay is an old soul. Green Bay, funny guy, man. Funny guy. He tries. He does what he does. Good heart, man. Good heart. I mean, I say that about Green Bay Wacky. He has a good heart, man. Sometimes in this world you don't meet a lot of people with a good heart. Good soul. That's where you go. All right, Green Bay, you better get out of here, man. I don't want you to get in trouble with your wife, man. Yeah, but for the most part, I'm just, like I said, I'm just reflecting and whatnot. Thanks, man. I appreciate that, Green Bay. Thank you for being who you are. Like I said, I encourage people out there, check out Green Bay Wacky if you haven't. If you don't know him, you should know him. It's one of those cool people out there. He's wacky. The whack man. Oh man, that's funny. Yeah, but like I said, that's just where I'm at with it. Like I said, those are just my thoughts. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't know what to say when I got up on this live stream today. Oh yeah, happy Easter to you as well. I forgot about that, Green Bay Wacky. Happy Easter to you. Blessings and peace to you and your family. Blessings and peace to all you folks in your family here on YouTube, social media, wherever you may be, however you may be. Shout out to all the people in the chat. Shout out to people lurking in the background. Shout out to people who give the thumbs up. Shout out to people who give the thumbs down. Like I said, shout out to all that all around. Yeah, and people are gonna look at this live stream and they're gonna say the title and they're gonna be like, well, what do you mean nothing was the same? Life wasn't the same. Reality, society, what you thought would be the same from one day to the next never was. It's different. Change is constant. It's a part of life. It's just something that you have to understand and learn to adapt. People that may be around you today may not be around you tomorrow. Things that may be working for you today may not be working for you tomorrow, and vice versa. People that you thought you would never be cool with can wind up becoming best friends, confidants. Things that you never thought would work for you can still happen, so you never know. Creative redundancy, thank you. Well, I don't know if that's me. It's not me, like I said, I hope you can be the better man, but not just because of me, just, you have it within you, to be the better person. Creative redundancy. Try to think on something positive today. Try to think on something positive today and take baby steps, my friend. Yes, yes, I will take baby steps. But I did say it's 20 minutes, and I'll stay true to that. Thank you, folks, for listening. Spread love. It's the Brooklyn way. Nothing was the same.